velvet brownies are one of my favorite things to make. They're sweet, they're fudgy, and they're topped with the most amazing cream cheese frosting. They're pretty much perfect for every time of the year: Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day, or just a random day of the week. They're really quick and easy to make, so if you love brownies of the red velvet kind, then give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and let's begin. So you're gonna start by preheating your oven so it's ready when you are. Then you're just gonna add unsalted melted butter to a large mixing bowl and granulated sugar. Now grab an electric hand mixer and we're just gonna whisk these together until they're fully combined. Next you're gonna add in one egg yolk, vanilla extract, and either lemon juice or white vinegar. This is totally optional in these brownies. It's just to give them that slight red velvet tang. Now you're just gonna whisk these for a few minutes until the mixture becomes really light and fluffy. This is why I recommend an electric hand mixer for this recipe, or a stand mixer, because doing it by hand is just gonna take a long time and we really need to get that mixture nice and fluffy. So now you're gonna sift in plain flour, cocoa powder, and salt. And I'm gonna change to my paddle here, paddle, spatula, and I'm gonna fold these in by hand. And this is just to remove any lumps, because I often find cocoa powder can be really lumpy sometimes. What do you guys call this? Is it a paddle or is it a spatula? I don't know why I call it a paddle. I feel like that's not its name. So before that's fully combined, I'm gonna add in our red food coloring. This is the red food coloring that I use for these brownies. It's Sugar Flare Red Extra, and it's super concentrated and just really nice and strong. I would really recommend using a strong food coloring for these, because the ones from the supermarket, you just have to use so much of them to get the color you want, and then it can affect the taste and the texture, and we just don't want that, so anything like this or Wilton is perfect. The only thing with red food coloring is your hands often do go very red. You try not to touch it, but somehow it just gets everywhere. So just grab a spoon and you want a good dollop. And then I'm just gonna scrape that into my mixture. And you will see the mixture will start to turn bright red. Beautiful. So that is a great color, and I actually find when they go in the oven, they brighten up even more. I'm also gonna add in some white chocolate chips. This is totally optional. I just think white chocolate tastes amazing in red velvet brownies. And then I'm just gonna fold these in until they're evenly distributed. Perfect, that is our batter done, so let's transfer it into a tin. Now, if you're new here, I'm gonna quickly show you how I line my tins. So you need 2 tins of the same size, and I like to use Bacco foil non-stick baking paper because it's really nice and thick and it holds its shape. So you're just gonna pull that over one of the tins. There should be about a 4-inch overhang around the edge. Now grab your other tin, place it over the top and press down. And then you're just gonna wrap the edges around. Ta-da! And that shouldn't move from there. So now you're just gonna scoop your batter into your tin, grab a spoon and just spread it out evenly. Now, just bake this in the oven for about 20 minutes or until it's crisp on top and it no longer wobbles, and then you're gonna let it cool completely in the tin. While our brownies are cooling down, let's make the cream cheese frosting, my favorite part. So you're gonna add unsalted softened butter and softened cream cheese to a large mixing bowl. And you're just gonna whisk these together until they're smooth and creamy. Now I'm gonna add in our vanilla extract, and I'm gonna gradually add in the icing sugar. And then just whisk until it's fully combined, then we'll add the rest. Gosh, that looks amazing. So it should be nice and thick, but still spreadable. So let's go get our brownie. This is what your brownie should look like when it's fully baked and fully cooled. So you can see the top is nice and crisp and it's cracked as well. And it is very bright red. So let's add our topping. Just gonna scoop that on. And I'm just gonna spread it out nice and evenly all the way to the edges. Beautiful. So if you wanted to decorate this for Christmas or for Halloween or Valentine's Day, you could always put like festive sprinkles on, or hearts, or like, I'm trying to think of something Halloween-y, like googly eyes, or like shards of glass, I don't know. So you can just cut this up now, or you can pop it in the fridge and cut it up later, but we're gonna cut ours up now. I have the big knife and I'm gonna cut this into 16 squares. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. The texture is so fudgy and that color has come out perfectly. Let's give it a try. That is so good. Oh my gosh, it's just so sweet with a little bit of a crunch, but it's also super fudgy and moist, and the cream cheese icing on the top is just perfection. It might be my favorite part, but I would say that about anything with frosting on, to be honest. 10 out of 10 would make again. So guys, that is the end of today's video. If you love anything Red Velvet, I'd really recommend that you make these. They just have the perfect balance of that vanilla-y chocolatiness with the cream cheese icing and just so many textures, and oh my gosh, they're just amazing. They are also in my first book if you're interested in getting that. It's Baking It Easy on Amazon. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments section what you'd like me to make next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.